Hey everyone, the Pokemon fan 1993 here, back more Pokemon Crystal, bug only, bug monotype, whatever you want to call it. So, I've come to a conclusion, between when I grinded last time and the time I grinded not that long ago. So, my Pokemon are in their mid-40s right now. I just beat the league. So, I have to go through the second region now. And because I've been playing Pokemon Gold in my off time, obviously a different save file, I've come to the conclusion that even if I go through the entire Kanto thing, the rematches for the Elite Four do not take place. How should I say this? Take place at all. So their Pokemon are always going to be in the same level range. So I'm going to estimate that my Pokemon are going to be in the mid-50s by the time I finish the other region. And for those who didn't know I was going to do this, I'm actually going to be taking on Red 2, which his Pokemon are in the 70s to 80s. So that means I would have to grind for about 20 to 25 levels each Pokemon in order to make that battle even possible. So, and keep in mind, I think this also applies to my Heart Gold Randomizer, assuming that I get that far. But that one's slightly different than this one is. I might get more experience. But essentially, I'm going to have to eventually grind that much. And even if I manage to get to Mount Silver, I think it's still going to take way too much time. So, what I'm going to end up doing is in between when I save at the end of the other region and the time that I take to heal, basically I'm going to show you guys my timer at the end of my last video, and then show the timer at the beginning of my next video once I've leveled up everything to show you guys that I was actually doing it legitimately and not just cloning rare candies, because you actually can clone items in this game. It's extremely tedious, but you can do it. But I would be honest with you, considering you have to use the trick once every single time you get another rare candy, it really isn't that worth it. It's more annoying than it would be to level up the mons themselves. So, just thought I'd let you guys know that. So now I'm going to... The only good thing I have about this game is I can fast forward. In my Pokemon Gold save file, I cannot fast forward because it's an original cartridge. So, we're actually going to come here. We have to deposit a mon real quick. And I have to grab a flyer because we have to go to Vermillion City in order to catch the ferry to... yeah, sure, because I can remember that so clearly. Ferry to Vermillion. So I will say the Pokemon in that region aren't as powerful as the Elite Four, so most of them aren't. So there shouldn't be any issue with me having a level issue with the Pokemon involved. But it could be an issue. It could be an issue with me down the line, considering that my Pokemon are bugs, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like I'm ever going to have an advantage. I don't think I really have... I don't think in my mons, any bug-type move whatsoever. Because this Gen 2 bug Pokemon really weren't that great. Actually, some Pokemon are great in the current gens, just not a lot of them. So we're going to save, we're going to heal. I'm going to replace Kenya one more time with my other bug type. And luckily I have played through this scenario before, so I know exactly where I have to go once I get to the next region. The first thing we have to do is we have to take the S.S Anne. Now, if we go to... This will take us to Vermillion, but if we go there, there's actually trainers we have to fight on the boat. That can be a slight problem. And you have to complete a small quest line where you have to rescue a toddler from messing around with the ship. Or going around and messing it around with the ship. And basically, once we win, we get a steel coat. Or a metal coat. And it's not really useful to us. If I could evolve Scyther in some way, I would, but I don't think you can. Unless there's a way to do it anyway, made through a cheat engine. I'm not really sure, though. So we have to flash the ticket. The good news is there is a place to heal in here, so... It's not like it's going to be like a complete clusterfuck. Alright. So we're going to walk forward, and then we're going to get... Relbez will let you know that he wants to see his granddaughter. So now we're going to each room. We're going to check each one out, because some of them have trainers in them. Need to be as leveled as possible for this. Alright, he has two Pokemon. He has a Sand Slash, which shouldn't be too much of a problem considering its level. A couple strength will put it down. Golem is next. It's going to be a slightly higher problem. My Heracross knows Earthquake still, so not too bad. Mom just bought me something. Saw this durable doll, so I bought it with your money in your room. You love it. Okay. Nothing in the trash can. Anything in this trash can? Alright. Moving on. This is our room, our cabin for this, so we can rest in this bed when we want to. We also have access to the PC. So it's not too terrible. Actually, I probably should see what items I have and probably get rid of some. I'm going to probably get quite a few items going into the next region here. We don't need the ice berry, I don't think. Or the max elixir. I might need the experience share, but I don't think I'm going to right off the bat. Just bothering some random items so I can hold some more. Alright, now we have a couple places we can go. This is not as big as the S.S Anne is, but... Or not as big as it was in Gen 1, but... This guy, the fire breather, he has a couple coughings. Flaring out next. Go switch to Aridos. We have Dig with Aridos. One shot. Coughing is next. I could easily use Dig against this because there is no abilities in Gen 2. And he actually killed himself. Now we'll switch our mons around a little bit. Nothing in here. Possibly 2 traders here. He has a Delibird, which is actually kind of a rare mon. Nightshade. Covered using a berry. Nightshade again. Gyarados to level 48. He's gone. And then normally this would be a double battle, but double battles were introduced to Generation 3, so I just have to deal with this. Wing attack. So they're trying to run double team. No. Sword Dance is going to be a lot, I think, more useful in a lot of situations. Teddiursa. Nevermind, I can deal with easily. This is the guy who was looking for the grandchild. So we're going to take here. We're going to try to get past this guy. He's going to block our way. He's going to ask us to find a sailor of his own in one of these rooms because he's being lazy and we need to basically tell him to get back to his lazy ass back to work. He's very distinguishable from the rest of the people around here, so there he is. 3 Pokemon. Probably the Machop line. Psyduck, that's interesting. And Machoke. Wonder why he has a random Psyduck. I mean, he is a sailor, but... Now we yelled at him properly. We can go in here. We're going to heal real quick. We're going to go around back to the staircase here, and now this guy's going to let us through. So now there's traders here. We can deal with a couple Pokemon here. So you just wing attack there, that's fine. Magmar's up, down, and Machoke again. Nothing else in this part of the room. Another sailor here. Eradicate. Another Eradicate. Put her at level 49. A lot of these battles are just straight up child's play, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's the last trainer we have to fight, actually. So now we talk to this girl here, and she's gonna say, hey, I gotta go see my dad, he's gonna give me the metal coat. Now we're in Vermillion City, so we're gonna heal up one more time before we leave. And we are out of here. So now we're gonna head down the staircase. Now we are in a slightly small version of Kanto. Scale back a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So this is interesting here. This is a Snorlax. We do not have the Pokeflute, so we have to find an expansion card so we can play the Pokeflute on the radio to wake him up. So we've already healed up. I don't think there's a lot around here I can really do. think he actually came back to the fan club. He does a very similar thing he did in Gen 1 where he goes through a bunch of shit. And then I think you get an item for that, for listening to him. Get rare candy. And this guy has actually a fairy Poké-Doll. That's going to be important for later. Got a little tidbit of info. Magnet train. I don't think there's any other buildings around here we can really talk. Or anyone we can talk to, so we're going to head to the gym. Unfortunately, I need to get... Do I not have a Pokemon cut? It feels like I do. Why don't I have one? With Heracross Insights, I can learn that. Before I just decide to do that. I don't know if I want to do that because I get rid of Slash and that's not that great. I think I'm going to give it to Heracross and replace Horntack with it. Yeah. So Horntack was 65 power. I think this one's a little less. Yeah. But I do have takedown still, so it's like not like I'm losing a lot, per se. Right now I can just cut right through this. So luckily, unlike in Gen 1, there's no traps that we have to deal with. So we just have to fight the trainers and go right for Lieutenant Surge. Electrode, Ice Punch, Ice Punch, Electrode, Ice Punch, Frozen, Ice Punch, Electrode's next, or another Electrode's next. Switch to Ariados, go for a dig, he hits me with one roll out. Gone. Electrode, dig, gone. Guitarist has a couple of worrying Pokemon. Screech, Wing Attack, Voltorb is next. That's not hard. It's hard to get around. Minimize next again. Screech. Thunder Wave missed. Wing Attack. Wing Attack. Magnemite. Screech, it missed. Screech. Sonic Boom. ISO, you Screech another time by accident. Wing Attack. Oh, that wasn't that bad. How shocking. Wow, what original pun. Alright. Pikachu. Headbutt. One shot. Flappy. Headbutt. Almost a one shot. Paralyzed. Fully paralyzed. Still beat him though. So I don't think we're using Yanma at all for this battle anyway, so I don't think I have to go back and heal. Ariados took very little damage from any of those fights. But Heracross should be able to pretty much solo Lieutenant Surge. Earthquake. Electabuzz. Earthquake. I'll tell you one thing, it seems like abilities really did the Electabuzz a lot of favor in later generations because some of them have like abilities to avoid ground type. Like for example, they gave him Magnet Rise. Some of them have Levitate, but other than that, he just completely gets destroyed by an Earthquake user. That wasn't too bad. Switching out Yanma. We're gonna go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Now my next course of action after I heal is to head north to Saffron. You gotta do things in a certain order in this game, otherwise you can't really do what you want. Or you can't do everything you want when you want to do it. So I will say this is different immediately because these two guys normally are not here. This is different from the gold version, but this shouldn't be too much of an issue regardless. Teddiursa Wing Attack, Yanma hit level 49. Push Fortress in. Set up Wilton. Use Pokemon in the world, has Fanfy, Strength. So they were discussing how cute their Pokemon were. Any other trains around here? I don't think so. So we can't go this way because, I'm going to show you, until the problem with the power plant is solved. So there's a lot of issues the power plant being offline causes in this game. But It's not that hard to really get to it, and actually, like unlike in Gen 1, we just walk right by half these people. So we're gonna come in here because this guy's gonna give us the TM for Psychic, which I don't think we even learn anyway, but I grabbed it anyway. So there's nothing really to do in this area. We have to come back to this house later. But if we go to one of the gyms, he's going to tell you the Karate King is out. So you can just grab the focus bin that's sitting right here, and that's all you really can do in this one. So I'm going to wait until fight Sabrina until a little bit later. But what we're essentially going to do is we're going to head north one more time. I think it's the gate here, isn't it? It's the mega train. That's the gate. Now we have to head to Vermillion. And what we're going to do from here is we can't go in the bike shop, that's closed up. I don't think there's anything really around here we can do, but we're going to head this way. And we're going to head toward... Hang on a second before I just do that. There's a Pokemon Center next to where I need to go, so there's no issue with me having to swap out right at the moment. Cut this off, cut this down. They moved some of the training positions in this game compared to Pokemon Gold or Silver. Excuse me, that was my phone. Does it again? I'm going to just move it away from the closer, farther away from the microphone. That's Nidorina, Strength, Tail Whip, Tackle. Raichu is next. Strength, one shot. Another trainer here. Was a Littering. Strength, Primate, Strength, Poliwrath, Strength. Survive that. Second Strength. Alright, cool. Another trainer here. King's 4 Rock Tunnel. Don't care about that. Strength, Strength, Level 49, Shrine Orange Spikes. This is interesting. I hardly use Protect anyway, so I think I'm going to get rid of that for Spikes. Spikes might not seem like a good move, but it can be, depending on who you're facing. It can be good for a setup for something later. Nightshade, Nightshade. Trainer here. Graveler. Dig. Explosion, it killed itself. Dig. Just kill itself again. Dig. Did it a third time. Okay. Alright. Skip Bloom, we gotta go for a Nightshade here. Another Skip Bloom, Nightshade. Nightshade. Oh, it's going to sleep. That's not good. But we're still fine. So now, we're going to head down here, and down here is the Pokemon Center that we need to go to. So we're going to heal. We're going to deposit one Mon to get Gyarados back into our party so we can use them to surf. To make sure Gyarados actually has Surf. Okay. So now, we need to go up here, this way, past these, fence here. Come all the way down here and encounter a few Pokemon, don't need to fight them. So now this is the power plant in Gen 2. Instead of being a spot where you find Zapdos, you come here and this is where they're trying to restore power to the power plant. So we head up here, they're going to tell us that they lost the part to the power plant to make it so it can run electricity. So he said he's going to catch the guy. We start getting ready to walk out. And the police officer gets a call. And he talked about a person down there. And Cerulean is acting real shady. So now we leave. If I had to fly, just fly right back to Cerulean, but I don't have one. We're going to run from that Goldeen. And then we're going to basically go all the way back. Walking. Oh, there is one more trainer here I didn't see. Dug Trio, Dig, Strength, Magnitude 9. Doesn't do jack shit for damage. Rock Smash, Rock Smash, Rock Smash. Done. Alright. Now we're gonna head back to Cerulean. And normally I would take Gyarados on my party to put my Pokemon back in. However, what we have to do, I don't think we're gonna need to do it. We're gonna not need to get Ariados back real as quickly. So we're gonna walk in here and we're gonna get hit by a Rocket Grunt. It's from a different country. I'm only saying that he actually literally says that, but it's just because of the way he talks. So now he runs off, being scared. So now we're gonna head north up to the next route, because I was gonna wait to do this because it would just kill two birds with one stone, but we go this way and we encounter the Rock Run again. So he sends out one Golbat, which he seems to speed, that's his best Pokemon. Machine part, he talks about how Team Rocket will avenge him, but Team Rocket's already disbanded. So now if we go to Cerulean, down to Cerulean, we can heal, and then we can go inside the gym, and he threw a machine part in the water, which I had to imagine, unless you really try that, it would not work ever again. But, you know, so it's one of these tiles here, he has the machine part, okay. So now, we are going to go back out of the gym, and we're going to go all the way back, because that guy needs that part to run the machine. And then it'll give us the TM for Zap Cannon, which isn't that useful, because of its low accuracy, but if it does manage to hit, it causes immediate paralyzation, so that's always good. We're going to cut that, we're going to go back through here. Try to be careful I don't fast forward too much, or I might go over these steps, I have to start the whole thing over again. Now we're going to go this way, I don't care. But you, Jack. Run away from that. Run away from that. Next, we come in here, come around, and we give the part back to the engineer, or the manager. Gives me Tailwind, which I explained before is Zap Cannon. So now we got that under control. He's going to repair that power, and that gives us a lot of more options to where we want to go next. However, we're going to go back to Cerulean. And then I'm going to head north one more time, because there are trainers that I want to fight, and you have to do something special in order to get the gym leader to appear. But I think I'm going to save all that for next episode, but we're going to head there for now at least. Hopefully with the fast forward I can get a lot of this done pretty easily, pretty quickly as well. I will say, because you have to train to fight the Elite Four most of the time anyway, is that this part of the game, this region, is actually kind of underwhelming. There's this where you're supposed to do all these gym battles in order to make it as easy as possible, but a lot of them are easy by default. So, the only one I had problem with is going to be Blaine, because of him being a fire user. But I have a couple of them to counter fire, so it's going to be completely terrible. But essentially we're going to go north a little bit. And basically, there is a item right here that I want to grab. Not like it's that useful, but grab it anyway. So now there's going to be a bunch of trainers that are coming this way, basically like the Nugget Bridge from Gen 1, and then I have to get to the Cape, and something will happen there that involves the gym leader. But anyway, that's a good bit for this video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, and get some more videos out. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.